And that can really help you deal with a really shitty day if you're keeping that in mind. So that's what I go back to. I think if you have a clear meaning as to why you're doing what you're doing, it's going to make you be able to survive anything. And I think if you're in this field for the wrong reason, if you're in this field to make money, a lot of doctors are in this field just because they knew that becoming a doctor would lead to a high income. They have super high burnout rates too, because they get through their residency and they realize what this is for, and they realize that a high income's not enough to sustain you. And I think that's a thing at all levels, right? I mean, you can't just be here for the money. And a lot of people aren't, but the people that are discover in a hurry that that's not enough of a motivation to be here. It's not just any other job where you're just here to collect a paycheck. You actually need to be connecting with patients and serving patients in order to do this long term, or it's going to burn you out because you're not here for the right reasons.
When you mentioned that, maybe it is being more caring and empathetic with your patient or your plan of care, your treatment in the back of the ambulance, or the perpetrator that you just booked or arrested. Like those actually kind of bring the meaning and purpose to why you do what you do. And I know, at least for me, when I was struggling from burnout, like I definitely lost that why. I didn't have a passion to teach anymore. I didn't want to practice critical care medicine anymore. I didn't want to get on the helicopter. And it has taken me almost, like I said, 2 years, and I'm just now back in the UR, kind of working, as a sedation medic and doing kind of first assist stuff. And I'm going back to the fire department to help a local fire department, stand up a mobile intensive care unit. Like I found my purpose. It came back, but I lost it. And I guess what I want to share with people is like, that's okay. It's okay to lose your way sometimes. Like that I would expect, especially as you have a long career in emergency medicine or, in public safety. But there is the ability to, for those who feel like, hey, I've lost it, I'm never going to get it back. By practicing some of the things that Aaron mentioned above, like you can absolutely bring it back and get it back on track. And sometimes it doesn't come overnight. It's not a switch. Like I have to be very thoughtful and mindful about how I'm getting back into medicine. And that's kind of why I try to go a different route this time. It's like, hey, I'm gonna do something you are where it's not so critical and it's a little bit more of like an elective surgery and things like that. And it's a different type of medicine. So it's stimulating my brain. So like, it's like finding a new hobby, right? Like I love medicine,